May the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day. So this is my friend Frank, and he wanted to be Darth Maul. So here we go. I am measuring first the bald cap on his head. And then I am outlining the slits I'm going to cut off for the ears. I could have kept them on, but yeah. And then I am putting that back on his head. And this cap is very cheap and horrible, and I'm very disappointed with it, but this is what I had, so this is what I used. And then I cut off, and I don't advise you do this on a client. I'm professional, so yeah. You don't want to poke your client's eye out. But I cut off the slits, and now I'm gluing down his eyebrows because I will be using liquid latex for this look. And I used a Q-tip just to place the latex down. And you want to make sure that's nice and smooth. And then I started putting the latex on the outer parts of the cap just to make a seamless line. And I put some behind the ears to make that cap stick. And there I go, adding a bunch of layers of liquid latex. Now this is a process because you really want to make sure that it's smooth as possible. And if you use a brush, it will get ruined by the liquid latex, so I don't advise you use a brush unless you want to ruin your brushes. And I'm blow drying that latex, and again, this is a very long process, so I will be doing a couple of layers of this. And make sure you test the latex or even the bald cap on people's skin before you put it on them, so like on their arm or something, because you never know if they're allergic. Frank wasn't allergic, but you always just want to make sure if you're doing this on somebody else. And more layers of the latex and more layers of the blow dry. Okay, now I'm putting castor sealer on the bald cap because it is very translucent and it is a chippy choppy bald cap. So I want to make sure the paint's gonna stick on that castor sealer and on that bald cap, and this is a trick that I picked up. And I also blow drying that. Okay, so I did I did outline his face, but I just started putting a color on, so this part made no sense. But I started doing the black parts first, and then I'll go into the red parts. So the outline really doesn't matter until the end. And I'm speeding this up because it's very time consuming. This took 2.5 hours to do, and it was just the face. So that's why I'm speeding it. You guys have seen me put face paint on myself a bunch of times. So it's the same process on somebody else. And I make sure to bring that down all the way to the neck also, and in the ears. And this is water activated face paint. And then I did the red parts that I could cover. And this is why I said that the white lines didn't matter, because I just ended up painting it over. Alright, and I'm covering. Now I didn't cover the whole bald cap because he's gonna wear a hood. But I just did red and black, red and black, red and black, red and black, red and black. And that's the easy part. This right here is the easy part. And as always, things look crazy in the beginning. I just have to laugh because that is my disclaimer for every video. Things look crazy in the beginning. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi. This is how things go. So, yeah. He's gonna look like a crazy luchador. So bear with me. Okay, now I'm covering, yeah, luchador. Now I'm covering with a sponge to try to blend a little bit, and the bald cap started cracking, so I am not happy with that bald cap. And then I taped it down because the back looked like blisters, which I could have probably used as the little horns that he has. And then I added Makeup Forever aqua paint and black, which saved me because the face paint was kind of light. And I should have used primer, eye primer, but I didn't, eyeshadow primer, because he's a man. He is a man, and I thought like the face paint would stick, but I should have done that. Alright, here we have our luchador getting ready. So I just kept going in with aqua paint and then black eyeshadow and trying to make it matte. And here I'm skipping a little bit because I covered the camera with the phone. I'm so sorry. But I'm creating the lines and I'm using a reference photo. It's so important you use a reference photo. And also, another disclaimer, Frank has a wider face and a little bit elongated, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying anything wrong with that. I'm saying like we all have different face shapes, so you have to really know how to proportion your model's face to the character, and that's what I did here. Because Darth Maul, and no one get mad, but he has like a peanut shaped head, and Frank does not have a peanut shaped head, so I was not gonna make his head into a peanut shaped head. If you think about it artistically. So yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get a lot of comments for that one. But this is where I started outlining, and everything was hand outlined, hand drawn, and I drew on the horns, and I also did on the side, and I outlined them as well. And I wish he had the contacts, but in the last photos, you guys will see in the photos that we made, Eli and I. Okay, now I started going into red eyeshadow, trying to blend that line that was bothering me so much. But I was blending with red and black eyeshadow, and that also took a long process. Frank is really funny. Okay. And I kept going in, fixing things here and there, and shading, trying my best to shade as I promised you guys that I would. And then we did the eyeliner part, which his eyes were watery, which is funny. But and then I told him to get his hoodie. There we go. So we can kind of fix, and then I set his face.
Do you think, Frank? Joseph's friends on Grace.
I've never heard of him.
He goes through like the whole explanation of Grace and how bad it is.
I would love to thank Kyrie.
He goes through all of it.
This is a dream I had for many, many years to do. I've always been a Darth Maul fan, and to feel the dark side is awesome. I'm just kidding. I rebuke that.
Deliverance. I was gonna say deliverance for
Ignore me, Joel. Ignore me, Joel. I'm just having fun with it. All right. I still want to be part of the team, man.
It's a little darker.
Just here.
That is great.
Promise not to bring my saber to church.
Don't make that a don't make that promise. I want to get a picture of you and Frank together.
Oh yeah.
And he says that he
Hey, company that make ball cap, can you make a better one? It's like,
It's really messing up my head here.
alright, are you done with your poses?
Yes.
Alright. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Frank for coming on
It
my
was a
channel.
privilege. Hopefully I'll get invited again.
Yes!
I'll do it again happily.
Yeah, I'm so excited. First male face model. Woo!
Breaking the mold.
Alright guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And may the 4th be with you. So here's the final look with the contacts, and we tried to smooth down that bald cap in the photo. But I really love how it turned out. Thank you, Frank, for coming on my channel. It was a really fun time. I had a great time transforming you, and I can't wait to keep doing these. Thanks for watching. Bye!